Hey, I'm Chelsea. I am a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, and I work with women and men who are doing everything right on paper, but still feel like absolute garbage. Not dramatic garbage where like you're debilitated, you can't get out of bed, you're not functioning. We're talking about like functional garbage. So you're showing up, you're handling it, you're probably the person that everyone else leans on, but underneath you're exhausted in a way that sleep is not fixing, you're wired in a way that rest doesn't touch, you're running on caffeine, audacity, and stress in a way that used to work and then it quietly stops. So if that's you, you are in the right place. What I do is I look under the surface at the mineral level, the cellular level, at what chronic stress has actually cost your body before we start throwing more things at it. So in this video, I'm breaking down the 4 burnout patterns that I see most consistently in women and men that I work with. So most recognize themselves in at least one, a lot recognize themselves in more than one. So by the end, you're going to have language for what's happening in your body and a clear picture of where to actually start. So let's get into it. You sleep 8 hours, but you wake up exhausted. Not groggy, exhausted. Like sleep isn't actually doing what it's supposed to do anymore. You're relying on caffeine, not because you like it, but because you need it to feel like a functioning human being. Your motivation is coming in very weird waves. You want to do the things, you have the list, you have the intention. You just have nothing left in the tank by the time it actually matters. Here's what I want you to understand about that. Your body is depleted, not broken, depleted, and there's a difference. Depletion means that your body's been spending more than it's been taking in for a long time. Every stressor, every demand, every night of broken sleep, every time you push through when you should have stopped, it all has a mineral and metabolic cost. And your body has been paying it quietly, borrowing from the reserves until one day the account is just empty. I think most of us chalk this up to just getting older and having to just deal with it. Your body is literally running on fumes and no one's ever actually looked at what it needs specifically to produce energy at a cellular level. This is what I do, and that's where this actually changes. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, this really sounds like me, I have a quiz in my bio that'll tell you exactly which pattern is most dominant right now. So I would love for you to start there, take the quiz, come back and comment on this, and let me know which pattern is the most dominant for you. You cannot relax even when life slows down. Even when you're on a vacation, even when there's genuinely nothing wrong or even nothing to do, your body just can't come down from being so revved up. You're wired and tired at the same time, anxious for no clear reason. You lie down and your mind runs, okay? You sit still and it feels wrong, almost uncomfortable, like your body forgot what rest is supposed to feel like. Here's the truth about that, and I say this with full compassion. Your nervous system didn't betray you. It has learned from you. Every time you pushed when you were exhausted, every time you said, I'm gonna take a break after this next thing, every time you overrode that signal to just rest or pivot, divert, take a pause, you were teaching your body that stillness was not safe. That high alert was the baseline. Your nervous system and your adrenals and your body have adapted to you. It got very, very good at surviving your life. That's not a flaw. That's actually your body just doing its job. But it means the fix is not a meditation app. It's not a weekend off. The dysregulation is mineral deep. We're talking magnesium, sodium, your stress mineral ratios. These are the raw materials that your nervous system and your body as a whole needs to actually come down. And when they're depleted from years of chronic override, the body cannot regulate no matter how badly you want it to. You can want rest and still be physiologically unable to get there. That's real, but it's also fixable. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, wow, this really sounds like me, I want you to take the quiz that's in the link in my bio and come back and comment on this and let me know which pattern is your most dominant, because it's going to give you clarity on your next best steps. Food has gotten complicated. Your digestion is unpredictable in a way that feels almost personal, like your body is just randomly deciding what it will and won't tolerate today. Love that for us. You're bloated, you're uncomfortable, you're reactive to things you used to eat fine. You've tried cutting things out, you've tried being good, you've tried elimination diets and the gut protocols, and nothing fully sticks. Things improve a little bit or for a while, and then you're back to where you started. Here's what's usually happening underneath all of that. Your gut isn't reacting randomly, it's reacting to a foundation that's been eroded. So stomach acid production, enzyme function, gut lining integrity, motility, all of this requires specific minerals and nutrients to work together and correctly. When that foundation is depleted, the whole system becomes reactive and unpredictable. You can remove foods forever, and a very small percentage of that might have its place. But if you never address what the gut actually needs to function, you're just managing symptoms, you're not resolving anything. Your gut has been telling you something is wrong for a long time. What it needs is someone who will actually look underneath, not just hand you another list of foods to avoid, and that's the work that I do. If you are listening to this and you're thinking, this pattern sounds a lot like what I'm experiencing, I want you to go to the link in my bio and take my quiz. This is going to break down and let you know, give you clarity, which pattern is dominant underneath the surface. And hey, who knows, maybe it's this pattern or maybe it's something else that's driving your symptoms. So come back to this video and comment what your result is. You crash, you spile, you snack your way through the afternoon, and you don't fully understand why because you ate a good lunch. You start over every Monday with the best intentions, clean eating, no sugar on top of it. By Wednesday, you're back on the coffee and something sweet because your body feels like it's demanding it, and your good intentions, they just run out. I want to be very clear about something. You are a disciplined person, but your blood sugar is dysregulated and your body is responding to that dysregulation every single day. When blood sugar swings, your body treats it as a stress event. It triggers cortisol. It creates cravings that feel urgent and physical because they are urgent and physical. It's not a mindset problem. It is a metabolic one. Blood sugar regulation is mineral dependent. So minerals like chromium, magnesium, and zinc, these are nutrients that your body needs to manage glucose properly. When they're depleted, the roller coaster gets worse no matter how clean you eat. You're not failing the approach. The approach is missing the foundation. Once we can see what's actually going on at the mineral level, we're actually able to make sense of your cravings and the crashes. And more importantly, they become something we can actually address strategically instead of just white knuckling through the week. At this point in time, you've gotten a glimpse at all 4 patterns that could potentially be dominant in your body. If you haven't already, I want you to go to the link in my bio and take the quiz, get some clarity, come back to this video and comment which pattern is most dominant in your body.